Yeah, man, so people, everything in another video, we're going to discuss the potential quarterfinal for the Reggae Boys. Yeah, that's on the card potentially. No confirm 100% by you say CONCACAF as yet, but reports are flying out that look, the Reggae Boys will potentially face the US, and also the US media have also reacting also potentially to face the Reggae Boys coming up in the two-legged quarterfinals game starting in Kingston November the 14th. Exciting time, yeah. One day after the Earth Strike, and then return. Yeah, the boys will return back to the US in Missouri, St. Louis. Cool place, yeah. Cool place. So look out for that. And also chit chatting, we still agree. Yeah, we still agree. We still a carry belly. Yeah, for the team. If you know, say back to back game without a goal. One of the game then just serious shot on target. But watch your video, you will get everything about what Nicardo Media House have to say in this video. Big up yourself. Yes, people, welcome back, man. Welcome back to the Morning Insider Show. Bless up on yourself. You don't know, I say big up on yourself. Big up to everybody that supported Nicardo Media House with the Morning Insider. Yeah, but people, me still in some disbelief. Me still having flashback. Me still looking back at the game. I'm still looking at back some. My emotion just a boil over. I just can't stomach to see that look. A national team, a team that have so much qualities in it, a team with so much potential, a team, young coach in his job as a reggae boy coach, but a coach that is have over 3 decades of experience in the game, having to fail to score in back-to-back home games, competitive against 2 teams that we have ranked higher than on the FIFA table. You understand? But look, them thing there is all about the game. You get me? I say this is football. This is why I love the beautiful game of football. But we want our team to have success on the pitch. But more for foremost, we want the team to have success at home. Home success is important for our national team. I don't know about any other national team, but home performances is very important because we don't have that sets of loyal supporters that are going to ride and die and stick with the Reggae Boys even when things are not going good or according to plan or it's supposed to be happening. You understand? So home performance is when the team gets supported by the locals and people who actually flying from wherever in the diaspora to come down, buy them ticket for hard earning money to come and watch their national team, the country that they were born, the country that their parents were born in, to support. We must deliver better performances. But I have some positive that and negative that I take away from the game, but as I said, man, we still agree, we're still having flashback, but we must understand, look, we qualify for the knockout round, back-to-back knockout round in the Nations League. This is something good. We still fighting for a trophy. We're still fighting for one step ahead at a time, and when I look at it, the team is still unbeaten. The team is still unbeaten in the group stage of the Nations League and also in this current Nations League. So that is some positive. And the next positive, was the goalkeeper, Andre Blake. You have to give Andre Blake some lot of credit. We have a goalkeeper that keeping us in game. Moments after moments, he kept us in games. So we have to put that as a positive as well. And, look, another positive I have to take from the game, I don't know if it's a positive or a negative, but we have high quality players that even when we are atrocious on the field, performances wise, individual wise, and the team that we're coming up against is very good, is very structured. Our players them that we have, because we are playing at a high level, in their club level, these players can manage to put a stopgap on the national team. But how long can we fight with this for? Yeah, how long? You understand? But negatives, I have negative. Look, my negative that the feel, the feel. We have one of the worst feel in CONCACAF. Yeah, we have one of the worst feel amongst the big boys. When you take out US, Canada, and Mexico, Costa Rica. Look at the field that Costa Rica played on, yeah, and Guatemala at home. A very good pitch. Honduras, they renovate their stadium, brand new pitch. El Salvador, Guatemala, all these nations have very good football pitch, yeah. And for us, getting heritage players that play at the highest level, yeah, we must have very good pitches that the players can play and also practice and you understand. But we don't really have put a lot of insensitive, towards the pitch of why our poor performances is continue to be so bad at home. You understand? But that need to get looked into. We need proper pitches. You understand? But look, playing away and playing at home is something still baffle. Yeah, we remember the history when 98. Yeah, I think we only draw one game at home, and I think that was it. I don't remember if it was a Mexico game that we drew at home, but we did not lose any game at home in that final phase on the quest to qualify for the France World Cup in 1998. Yeah, let me tell you this: our home record currently in this Nations League is 2 points, 0 goal. Yeah, 2 points, 0 goals scored. One of the games we only had 0 shot on target. Yeah, one of the game we only have 0 shot on target. Guess what? If it is supposed to depend on our home farm in this current Nations League, would I get knocked out? Our away farm in the Nations League is 6 points, and those 6 points came in the stronghold of Central America, not the place many people in the past, will give reggaeboyz the favorite to go there and get 3 points. So I'm saying, is it that because we under previous managers that we were a transition team, now this coach is trying to build a foundation of getting this team and possession-based team? But if you go back to even the last Nations League, we played 2 games at home. We drew. Yeah, we drew against 80. We crawl our way back after 2-0 down. Yeah, Reggae, stellar dribbling performance gave us that 1-0 win over Honduras. We got 4 points at home in the last Nations League 2023-2024 at home. Away, we beat Grenada and we beat 80. That's 6 points on the road. So it's like we are a better team on the road than a better team at home. So if we're supposed to depend on our home farm to get us through the Nations League, we would never qualify for a knockout round in the last 2 Nations League. Yeah, because when we finish on 2 points at home, in this current Nations League campaign, which part would that leave us outside of the qualifying spot? Go back to when we qualified on top of when you combine both groups, we finish on top. When we make it to the semi-final, we finish on 4 points. Our home record was 4 points. If you leave it up to that, we would have finished third in our zone and we would not qualify. So I'm just saying, man. But patience is the key. Patient. Just bear in mind, new coach, new system, everything is new. The coach is still having that understanding of trying to figure out things out with the current corps of players. So it's going to take a very good moment. It's going to take patience for us to build up that groove. But we need this process to be a little bit more faster. World Cup qualifier is coming up. Do you understand? World Cup qualifier is coming up. The teams that we're going to come up against, they are already forming their structure. They are already having their plans. It's just us regrouping again after changing coach. You understand? But talking about World Cup qualifier, it just seems like it's going to be a tough World Cup qualifier campaign, because when you look on the teams, they all have very good home record. Our home record, even in the World Cup qualifier just passed. We got a point on the road against El Salvador. We got a point against Costa Rica. You understand? We beat Honduras away. 3 very hard games in Central America, and we managed to get something from those games. What happened at home? We lost against Panama. We lost against Costa Rica. Yeah, I remember. I don't remember if we lost against Mexico, but we lost majority of the games at home. In the World Cup qualifier. So, World Cup qualifier is going to be a tough teams, tough campaign. When you look around, Guatemala under Luis Tena, Costa Rica under their new interim manager, Claudio Vivas. When you look at Thomas Christiansen for Panama, Ronaldo Rueda will still be around for Honduras. Yeah, El Salvador, David Doniga, will still be around for El Salvador. So it's just going to be a tough campaign. It's just 3 spots and half a spot for the playoffs, so we have to make sure that we get into the groove. Do you understand? But one thing though I have to say, it seems like, it will be the US as according to reports, even though we waiting an official release from CONCACAF, because in this month will be the CONCACAF ranking will update. The FIFA ranking will update on the 23rd. I think that will be next week. I think around next week, them time at Thursday, Friday. Yeah, I think around Thursday, Friday will be the new release and the update of the FIFA ranking. So by next week, officially, we should find out. But reports are flying around that, yeah, it will be the US. And guess what? Big up to Suriname. Big up to Suriname that qualify for the CONCACAF Nations League quarterfinal. Last campaign, it was Trinidad. Finished second behind Panama in that zone where they have 3 Central American teams and they got the better of them. So big up Suriname, they're doing it big and they're going to fight with us in the quarterfinal with reggaeboyz. You understand? So we look out for that. But I mean, reports are going that look, Suriname expected to play. Suriname expected to play. I think, trying to remember. I think it's Canada. I think Suriname expected to play Canada. US expected to play the reggaeboyz, and Mexico expected to play Honduras, and Panama expected to play Costa Rica. It's a replay of the quarterfinals. What happened last campaign where Panama trashed Costa Rica, I think 6-1 on aggregate. So I mean, look, listen to the media of what they have to say. Yeah, the US media have to say, reacting of potentially, to play the reggaeboyz in the upcoming quarterfinals in the Nations League away. Yeah, the US first game will be away, so they're going to have back-to-back home games. Look at what happened in the Azteca. Yeah, you have to play this US team aggressive, fight with them. You cannot give them many time on the ball. You have to play intense football. You have to be in their face, and this is what the Latry, this is what L3 have done to them. Yeah, this is what L3 have done to them. Mexico, right in their face, but they're crying. They're crying about players omit on them, players, backed out on them because of club issue. But listen to the US media reacting of potentially facing the reggaeboyz upcoming game in the Nations League coming next month, November the 14th in Kingston, Jamaica, and November the 18th in St. Louis, Missouri.
As far as the CONCACAF Nations League, the U.S., Mexico, Canada, and Panama were the 4 teams that got buys into the quarterfinals. We found out in this window who the other 4 teams will be in the quarters. Costa Rica, Suriname, Jamaica, and Honduras advanced from their respective groups. So that leaves you with 8. We're still waiting on the October CONCACAF rankings to come out. That will determine the matchups. Although Luke Wildman on the telecast today seemed pretty sure it's going to be U.S.-Jamaica in the quarterfinals next month. Those will be Pochettino's first competitive matches in charge. We know the home leg will be in St. Louis. If it is Jamaica, how would you feel about that?
Well, I really hope that the United States Soccer Federation and Pochettino want to win the game and recognize that their job is to have the United States men's national team win soccer games as opposed to the clubs for which these players play for. So look, Jamaica has always given us good games, but the United States is a better team. And certainly you're hoping that some of those injuries, however serious or not serious they end up being, get healed. Who knows? Maybe we have, some other players coming back, the Geos and the Tylers and that kind of stuff. So that would be good. But if it ends up being Jamaica, I'm not worried about it.
Let's talk about them coming back together, because this team is back together in November. How different is it going to look then, Dunny?
Well, it's going to be something on the line, because it's going to be qualifying for Nations League. It's going to be the quarterfinals, and it's going to be away, which sounds like potentially Jamaica, and then home in St. Louis a few days later. That's not a friendly. That's Nations League. 3-time champion of Nations League.
So that's a US media reacting to potentially facing the Reggae Boyz. Yeah, the Reggae Boy people. It's not going to be an easy game. It's not going to be an easy task, as much as they have their little turmoil that they have been dealing with, against this rival game, that played in Guadalajara, where Mexico passed and beat them. But I mean, look, we cannot look at that. That is Mexico. That is in Mexico. We have to focus on what's ahead of us, November the 14th. Yeah, one day after my Earth Strong. And guess what? The 18th. Yeah, the 18th will be a very important game. It will be in St. Louis, Missouri. Yeah, very, very cold city. Yeah, St. Louis is a very cold city. Very cold part of America. And that's where we're heading potentially, according to reports. Yeah, so we're waiting for that the FIFA release and the CONCACAF release for the updates of the rankings. Yeah, but I mean, when you look at it, man, the US, that game that they played, this is the first time, in 25 games, they go to a game and not one shot on target, in the first half. This US team is in a transition mode. New coach, learning the CONCACAF way. Yes, still a quality team. Yes, still have some quality players. Very good manager that can adapt to any scenario. Same thing goes for Steve McLaren. But I think this US team has a more prepared team, because they have a more balance funding, the resource, the infrastructure. It just gave him the head. It just gave him the head. And just listen to what Alexis, Lalas them have said. The US team is a better team than the Reggae Boyz, but the Reggae Boyz have always given them problems in the past. How can we make this game coming up November the 4th potentially against the US men's national team? How can we run more than the opponent? How can we make it more comfortable for them? We lost our first leg against Canada, and then we go to Canada and have that long-standing record over our head, and we broke that. We broke that record in Toronto at BMO Field, their own record that having for many years unbeaten at that home venue in competitive game. So coming up against a US team, potentially, it will not be easy. It will not be easy. So we have to make it uncomfortable in many ways. Let them come on the car park, as what they call it, and be an uncomfortable drive. Let them park their car uncomfortable. Ripped off the back camera, so they have to be using their mirrors. You have to do everything to make the opponent team come away and feel disgust. So they have to be uncomfortable, because we know this Reggae Boy team is a better team moving forward in away games. It's like we are a better team set up to hit team in the transition. But I mean, I don't know what to say, man. I really don't know what to say. But big up to not big up, but sad news. Guadeloupe, Guyana, and French Guyana and Cuba are relegated to Nations League B, the League B segment. You understand? Guadeloupe, Guyana, and French Guyana and Cuba relegated to League B, so they were looking to bounce back up to League A next campaign. But I mean, people, the journey must stop at SoFi Stadium, in Inglewood, California. That's where we want to go. It no matter who will be in front of us. California, in Inglewood, SoFi Stadium. That's where we're supposed to go. And tickets will be on sale on October the 25th, 1 p.m. Eastern time for the finals. So who can go out there and buy them ticket from now? Book on the ticket, because the Reggae Boyz will be there again. Bless upon yourself. Salute. This is Nicardo Media House, present to you with the Morning Insider Show. I'm out. Ciao, ciao.